Larry Wood, and I approve this message
From
the Weather Brothers! I approve this message.
Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the channel. I'm DJ iWeb here with
G-Funk Retro.
G-Funk Retro. What's up, brother? Good to see you.
And Dr. Fly is going.
Dr. Fly Fisher says he's on his way, so
Maybe
we may or may not see him.
Okay.
That's all right. That's all right. We'll just scoot it over a little bit, and if he comes, then we'll have his mic over. So, what's up, bro? How you been?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah, good week. Lots of things happening, lots of finds and
Yeah.
stuff coming in and
Yeah. Yesterday was a
back
fun
in the
day.
garage.
Fun day for both of us, right?
Yes. I was able to find a couple things at the 5 Mile community yard sale, 5 Mile area community yard sale, 187 yard sales in total.
It sounds like a collection of gypsies.
Well, I don't know. There's some nice houses and nice people up there. So
It's true.
it's yeah, they I like how these communities get together and they're like, we're doing it, this week, and if you want to join, and then like somebody who's ever behind it is very good at promoting it because they had maps, they had
Really?
addresses, they had a list of everybody who was in it and your address and pictures, and
So you
very
you
organized.
still had to go to the different houses, but like the community, the area was full of houses.
Yeah, and I even remember some of the houses from last year because last year I went to, and I remember going down this one road that turned a certain way, and so I got there. I started at 8, and I didn't get there till 9:30 maybe, because hey, I'm not gonna be able to hit every house, and there's some houses that you just they're like in one area. So I just went and I just started driving, and when I saw a couple sales by each other, I would pull over and then hit those, and then move on and hit it and move on. And
So what are some of the things you're looking for? What are some things you found, etc.?
Well, I was actually, that's funny you say, what am I looking for? There's a short list of things that are always on the that I'm looking for. Golf clubs right now and golf stuff.
Is it because it's summertime?
Summertime, and I've got a little, besides how it was being my side hustle in various forms, putting golf club sets together is a side hustle.
Okay.
And so I'm always looking for that stuff, and then I can add it to. And I did find some. I found 2 left-handed ping putters, and
Sounds like a big deal.
well, if you know me, my motto is always be upgrading in life.
Correct.
Right. So I upgraded one of my existing putter to one of those putters. There's ping is a big deal in the golf world, and to tie it back to Arizona, where we lived for a long time. Ping their headquarters was in Scottsdale, Arizona, and if you have one of those putters that they used to make that says Scottsdale, Arizona on it, you might have $1,000 putter.
Oh,
honestly. Wow. Yeah. These two are the ones that I had, and funny that they're both left-handed. One was, um, one's, I don't know if they're both made out of the same material, but uh, I guess there's like a tungsten one or a copper color. I don't know, but that one is that's the real expensive one. But these two were made in Phoenix, Arizona. So they at some point they moved their location or wherever from Scottsdale to Phoenix, and then uh, so that's going by what eBay says. It's $100 or $150 putter. So I don't know if that's true, but I was able to put one of them in my bag, and just in time because tomorrow I'm taking my monthly work trip to the Tri-Cities area
Hitting some
where I am
links.
golfing.
There you go.
I am golfing tomorrow, and so I'm going to be using it. So how about that? So, and on top of that, I got a new bag or another bag. I got some free stuff. Um, I found a driver at another garage sale. I found some what's in the bag
Oh,
stuff. So
we'll hit that in a
yeah,
minute.
preview.
Okay.
Look at that! It was a win-win all the way around. It was fun just to get out there. My thing that I like to do, and I'm rambling, but I love to drop $2 bills on people, and you think it wouldn't be a big deal, but every time you do it, there's a reaction.
Really? Oh,
Um,
$2.
yeah, that's exactly what they say. Oh, wow, I haven't seen one of those in a year or whatever. I like to drop them on the kids because they think that they're counterfeit, and then they run to their mom and dad and say like, "This man over here is giving me fake money."
That's awesome.
Especially at lemonade stands and stuff, which there were plenty of.
Sure.
And like when you're like talking to people and you're like, I'll take this for three or I'll take this, and if they say $2, oh my gosh, I just start like secretly flipping up and down because when I whip out instead of two $1 bills and I whip out a $2 bill, they're like, oh. Every time. It does not get old. I mean, it's so funny. So I try to pack as many of those as I can at
So you
garage
just pick
sales.
those up from the bank?
You can pick them up at the bank, surprisingly. Yeah, they are not. Well, maybe they are magical, or maybe they probably are lucky. But yeah, pretty much any bank will have them, surprisingly.
Yeah, I
And some
remember.
banks will have a lot of them.
Yeah, I remember Dad always having some $2 bill. Not always, but you know, he would give you a $2 bill on your birthday or something special or tooth fairy or something. You know what I mean?
And you give you five of them if you're lucky, like me.
Well, yeah, that didn't happen too often with me. But yeah, awesome. Well,
That kid. Oh,
I
that
know,
kid.
I know. So you did that yesterday. Yesterday, I actually went to a.
What did you do?
Yeah, I went to the Rocky Mountain. It's the hobby show, or essentially like model scale cars, so 124 scales, bigger scales. And I didn't know that they allowed 164, but I got added into this group somehow. I don't know how. And I saw this, and I was like, so I messaged whoever posted. I said, "Yo, is 164 scale cool?" And he's like, "Yeah, that'd be great." And I was like, "It's not like a model car. Like I didn't buy a kit in a box. Like I built it from scratch." And they're like, "Yeah, that'd be awesome. Come on out." I'm like, "Okay." So I did. It was a pretty cool setup. So essentially, you had your own little display of all your cars. So it wasn't like, think about our Hot Wheels conventions. We've had like mild, wild, and hot, right? This wasn't any of that. It was
You say
wild, baby.
Wild? Okay.
Baby.
just clarifying.
So so this was just, all my stuff in one area, and then the judges would come around and they would judge your cars, and they would choose your best piece in their opinion, and then that piece they would grant either a gold, a silver, a bronze, or a certificate of merit, or nothing, right? So there's no participation trophies or anything like that. There's a lot of people that didn't get anything, right? So it was pretty cool. I showed up. I set up my. You want to see my setup here? I'll show you my setup.
They only took one out of the whatever many entries you.
Supposedly, yeah. Which is interesting because where's my right screen?
We
here?
talked about that. So yeah, it's a good thing you brought all those that I told you to bring.
Yes. What was
Actually, I'd asked you about some of them canceling
yeah
each other out. Because you shared that you were going to do this, and you showed us a little bit, and
yeah.
I'd asked about the ectos
And you're not wrong. I thought about that after, or as I was going, but so the ecto, that two ectos, the Back to the Future and the Mystery Machine, I put as one. So I put this as one. Then Dad's car. We got the steamer here, Wonka, Mario up top, Rat Racer on the right, and then assembly required. So this was my setup. I brought some stickers to give away, which was pretty nice. A bunch of them ended up getting taken, which is great. Told some people about the competition, but so this is my little setup. I was happy with it, and what was cool. So I set up my display, or I walk in with my tote and I sit down and I start to assemble, right? Because they're all in the acrylic. And I started to take them all apart, and it was cool because I had a handful of people like kind of come in and start talking to me and like, oh my gosh, what are these? Like, and mind you, these guys, they don't really know 1/64 scale customizers.
Micro machines.
Exactly. I mean, there some of the custom, cars and model scale cars they had was like monstrous, So they're like, oh my gosh, the detail, and then some of them are like, I like Hot Wheels. Some of them are like, I've done some custom Hot Wheels, and I was like, cool, let me see some pictures. And it was a good time meeting and greeting and talking, and everyone was very supportive. And I didn't know about the judging. I didn't know the setup. I didn't know anything that I was doing, and so they had a lot of words of advice, which was very encouraging. So at the end of the day, then they started judging, and so what was interesting, the judging was kind of like just amongst us all walking around. Then there are judges, and then they stop at your booth, and then they judge you. So these two guys, they stopped at my booth, and mind you, I'm looking at other stuff, and I'm kind of aware. I don't want, like, mind you, I guess I'm used to the conventions. I don't want kids running off with the cars and stuff, so I'm just kind of keep peeking at mine, making sure no one's running with it or nothing. And so they had lanyards. I was like, oh, they must be judging. So they were there for maybe like 3 minutes. They kind of looked and then walked away. I was like, oh, that was it? Like, all right, whatever. And then a swarm of them comes back together and sits down, and they're conversing and they're talking about it. So maybe they got people that know 1/64 a little bit better. I don't really know. So it was pretty interesting. So these were the judges actually digging into the weeds on my cars. I snuck a picture like straight paparazzi. Oops, not that.
Well, I like that there's, and I don't know if this is the same with the Hot Wheels convention judging, because we're not allowed in there, right?
That's
when
true.
they're judging, right?
That is true.
Do they all confer, or do they all come up separately with their own opinion or something?
Yeah.
But that's cool that they, they're like looking at each individual car.
Yeah, so they looked at each car, and they read every one of my bios that I saw them pick up the little paper, and they read every single thing that I wrote. So that was really encouraging, because I spent a lot of time making sure I explained what I was doing.
So back up just a little bit. So you're saying, mind you, this is a kit
show.
Mostly a kit based, like you take something like this and you turn it into whatever, like,
Correct.
your version of whatever.
Right.
So you're almost reverse engineering something and then putting it back together, like the Ecto or I don't have an example of one of your cars there, but
Yeah.
um, so in my opinion, I'm just gonna say it that what you do and what I do on a lighter version is very impressive. So
Yeah. So, and you can
yeah,
actually look at this picture right here. So this is a plane right here. You see how big this is? Down at the bottom.
yeah.
That's what like they're comparing. And you got some planes in the background. These planes in the background are a whole table length behind mine, and you can see them better than you can see mine. So yeah, the 164th. I'm not sure they were really. Well, I know they weren't really ready for it. I actually had a couple
Were
of
you
them.
the only one
Only one.
in that scale?
Only one.
Okay.
And I had many of them say, "Hey, we would love to have more guys that do what you do come." And I'm like, I feel like you could market it a heck of a lot better because I didn't know, So I said I actually had to reach out and ask if I would be okay because, But it was also cool. They had some fantasy figurines. I met a guy, Gavin. Shout out to Gavin. He made this the Cyclops. It was like this tall. I don't know, a foot high Cyclops. It was pretty sick. I'll show you a picture here in a second. But yeah, so the judging. It was interesting to actually be able to watch. I think if we think back to the Diecast convention in Vegas, we were able to, you could kind of peek up at the window and see them looking at all the cars, but not like, getting down and dirty. So, I don't know which one they deemed the best. In every other situation except for mine, they took. So there was an award. If you got an award and they would put it on the car or the plane or the boat that they deemed the best one. So let me find an example here for you.
So they put an actual big trophy right by your car.
Well, and that's another thing I found out is they have, here we go. The way that they do trophies is medallions, these little coins.
Okay.
So here we have a bronze award. This was actually a really cool little turtle.
A challenge coin.
Yeah, unique, very unique little figure, and all of them, majority of them would say like 3D printed. Right here you can see it, 3D printed, and then what they did to paint it. So that was like, if it wasn't a model car, it was some figure that was 3D printed and painted. So, anyways, I was walking around, and then later on I came back by, and I was pretty hyped to see that they had dropped a coin.
Whoa!
They dropped a coin right
Gold,
on.
Baby.
Yeah, and that was the first gold that I saw. Later on I did see 3. I saw 3. There was a couple more than 3. At the very end, they said who got the gold. I think there was maybe 8. I don't know, 7. But I was ecstatic. I was like, gold, like amazing. But they put it on my name tag, so I don't know which one they deemed the best out of it. But maybe they couldn't choose, or maybe they didn't feel like. I don't know. Maybe they didn't understand. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand.
So you got a gold award for one of your vehicles.
For one, or maybe they just like, hey, you know what? This is all pretty much the same.
You got the overall
164. Hey, you're a gold man. So, anyways, huge shout out to it's the Rocky Mountain Hobby Expo Expo. There it is, Hobby Expo, and this was the first year, and brought home some bacon, man. So I'm pretty hyped on it.
Congratulations.
Thank you, bro.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Nice job. Now this opens up some questions.
Hit me.
A, you said you were the only one in the 164 scale.
Correct.
B, I've never heard of anything in my. No, let me back up. I have heard of these
model
I don't know
model
if it's a
scale
competition,
car.
but there is a model club
Yeah,
that meets,
yeah.
I think, once a month here because there's a hobby shop, and that's the only reason why I know about it is because they have a wall
Flyer.
that has some stuff. Yeah, a flyer, and it says,
Okay.
we have it every whatever 15th of the month. I don't know. Um,
Yeah.
so that is something. But so C, my question is, you're a busy guy, but is that something that you could start? You've already started a lot of things in your life. A monthly competition or quarterly competition in your area,
For
right?
me to start it
164
for model
scale.
scale cars.
Not for model scale, for 164th scale.
Oh.
Like a local, what we're doing right now, we're doing a worldwide
Yeah.
competition, right?
Yeah.
But and and I keep saying all these things that I keep remembering, but I saw somebody on Facebook in the Spokane area who showed a picture of some customizing that he did. There's others here, like where are they? We need to come together. Like I
Yeah.
need to be able to, show a couple of my things. I'd love to
Well, and
have like a
I actually did some. So I initially heard about the model scale. So the first show they did, it was like, or that I saw, it was just like at a local car show, and they said, "Hey, bring your models to show at the car show." And I hit you up about that. I was like, I think I'm gonna do this, but then I was like, well, if I do that, then because I heard they have a competition in, I think it's September. So I heard about the car show like beginning of May and then September. I said, well, if I'm going in September, I don't want them to see my cars before then. I want the wow factor. And I think that's what I got yesterday was, wow, these are small, right? Had I shown all these guys a month before, they would have been like, oh, hey, Ian, welcome back, and the wow factor was a month ago. But here's my point, is that I got in their Facebook group, and then that's when I saw this post. Hey, we're doing a hobby expo, model car scale, whatever. And I said, can we do 164th? And he said, yeah, absolutely. So I would say look on your Facebook, see if you can find a local Spokane hobby group, and then watch for stuff. Spokane has stuff like this too. Like, I mean, I remember.
Well, they have car shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sent you that picture on our group chat. I was at a car show and there was a lot of cars.
Yeah.
I went there hoping that there'd be somebody with a table of stuff, to buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just always hoping for something.
Well, and
But
that you could bring your own too.
Right, that could happen. And there's some place, and I think I've already seen it. There's a car show coming up in September at Ron's Drive-In, which I think is notorious. If you're in that world, you know about car shows and
Yeah.
annual car shows and stuff, and so.
Yeah.
But where there's a car show guy with a real life awesome car, there's probably a kid or a cousin or even himself who's got a bunch of little stuff that he's collected.
Yeah.
Because if you're in that world, you're in that world. Like,
Yeah.
I've got Mini Coopers that I got to open and add to my collection because I drive a Mini Cooper all of a sudden, and so it's like,
Yeah.
it's not too far away, a stone's throw.
Yeah. No, for sure. Car guys were car boys. You know what I mean? So, I like it.
Yeah, kids at heart. Yeah.
So
Where's the gold coin go? Does it go next to the?
Yeah, I put it up on the trophies. I just kind of
you
propped it
got to
up
be
there.
able to put that somewhere higher and special, right? So you can see it because it's unique.
Yeah. And who knows? Maybe in the actually, what was that? Let me show you this. They do something called so it's all about the coins. It's all about the coins. So as I'm walking around, I was gonna show you some more. Let me show you some more of these. Where's my right screen? Up. There we go. Okay. Come on. Let me make you smaller. There you go. Okay, so, so I'm gonna zip through a handful of award winners. Okay.
All right.
So hopefully I can keep you up as I'm doing this. Let me see if I can. Oh, okay, cool. So award winners here. Oh, I thought I could keep you up. Wonder if I do this and put it in the middle. That works, okay? So David Clark here getting a gold, another gold with the Nazi tank, which controversial, but very cool tank.
Very, very cool kid. Very yeah, deserving.
Yeah, no, for sure. We have a bronze here by Aaron. Built this
Cool.
plane. Yeah, this was cool. Certificate of merit. I'm all about and you can see we actually had some cars behind it. These were the closest to 164 that we had, but these were 124 scale cars. Another bronze here. I thought the details, taking off the cone of the nose and going through that was pretty sick. A handful of like dioramas, which was pretty cool to see. Here we have a silver.
Whoa, look at that.
Yeah, this engine, wild though.
Oh my goodness.
So and what was cool is all of them had like paperwork, so you could go look at the paper and like read about it. And majority of the engines were either 3D printed or they were all.
Look at that. I love the paint on that one. Sorry.
Yeah.
Where it looks like it's been, like it just came off the runway or something.
Well, yeah, it looks like
it's had many missions.
Yeah, it caught fire and the smoke, for a second, as he was up in the sky. Yeah, it looks really cool.
Just the what do you call it? The exhaust.
Yeah.
Flames.
Yeah, silver award on this tank. Another bronze award on this tank. Look at the weathering on this. Just unmatched, you know what I mean? And look, you even have like grit and grime in here, like caught up some mud. Yeah, very cool. This one was awesome. It got bronze. Yeah, I really like this one. I think this one was 164th. 170.
It's a 6-wheeler.
170. Oh, what just happened? 172nd scale. So close.
Getting close.
Yeah, really cool. Here we got another silver. Look at each one of these little rivets. Pretty sick, dude. Like I was geeking out. Like I was just loving it. Going around looking. I was talking to all the guys and everything. I was like, these are my kind of people. And then it was really cool. My wife and kids showed up, to support. And by that time, like everyone had kind of, here we go, there we go.
Oh, there they are.
Yeah, by that time they had all kind of like everyone had kind of gone to eat or done whatever. So, I was kind of talking it up because we went out to eat and came back, and I was like, man, this is awesome. You get 11. It was like kind of quiet for like that hour that they came. I was like, sorry if you guys are bored, but I thought it was great. I loved it.
Good times.
Yeah. Oh, so here's what I was gonna say. My bad. So the way that or what they do for awards is they do these medallions, right? And then if they have. So here was my medallion. Okay.
All right.
And then they have the different clubs. So if you are a member of now the Spokane whatever club, and you're attending the show, you can give that to special or to a build that you like the best. So I got this one. So shout out to the Las Vegas Model Car Club, and they gave me the appreciation award, and they set that on the they put it on assembly required. So they liked that one. So there was probably 3 or 4 different clubs represented with additional coins set aside, and I was like, and I saw one and I was like, hey, does this mean that he won a different show and brought that, like as in bragging rights, like, hey, this is already an award winner? And they're like, no, someone in the show deemed it up and above. I was like, well, that's cool. So, Pretty
That'd be
cool.
awesome to
Cool culture.
go out and like be able to drop your own coins
Well,
on.
I was thinking, I was like, imagine some Weber brother coins. We go dropping like, hey, this one's sick. This one's sick. So it got my brain thinking, you know.
Oh, bro, we got a couple months until the convention. We should just drop our own
At the convention,
at
bro.
the convention, dude. Let's do it. Let's come up with something. Even like I've got poker coins, but we could put. I don't know if you could put like a smaller sticker.
There
Probably
was.
have to. Probably not have to be a sticker. Probably have to be something like a
I'll
an
I'll
actual made coin.
I'll look on the back of my coin because the manufacturer apparently he's local, or like who made these is local, and it said
'Cause
something
we could
based or something.
surprise some people.
That'd be
We
sick.
could surprise some people.
Like, hey, Weber Ninja's
With
choice
just-
or Weber
yeah,
Brothers
yeah.
choice.
Just some little coins, or even maybe even y'all could do something like that. Make us some little
Medallions.
$50 size.
Yeah.
That would be just personal things that, like, because you and I have a lot of similar likes.
Yeah.
But James has something I'm sorry, Dr. Fleischer has something different than.
Well, and
Austin.
y'all will be there. We'll have our entourage. We'll have Ben Mossing will be there again too. So,
Ben, he's also customized.
he is, dude. He just picked up a hot rod. He just bought a real hot rod to fix up. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Shout out to Ben, my
And
guy.
they're saying these guys start small and then they're like, I want
Yeah.
to tweak a real car.
I was gonna message him. I said you can't touch that hot rod until you build a custom for the convention because he's been moving and everything. I'm like, you got to come represent, dude. So, but he's gonna be there selling a bunch of stuff too. So shout out to Ben. He'll be out there. But yeah, man. So overall, fun weekend. I did get some mail calls. You want to go through a mail call? So I say
I got a mail call.
I say we do one. I'll do one. You do one, and then we got one we should save for James and how's he saying? Yeah, we'll save it for James. So we have the Hot Wheels Ultimate Challenge. You familiar with this show?
That's the TV show that they basically turn their ideas into a real car.
Correct.
That one?
Yeah. So
With Rutledge Wood.
Yep, Rutledge. Yep. And so.
By the way,
Okay.
did you meet him?
Met
Did
him.
you talk to him at
Yeah.
Vegas?
Oh, he's great. He's a cool guy.
Super cool guy.
Like one of the coolest.
Like one of the coolest guys. Because I went up to his. He had a bunch of pictures to sign.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But he wasn't there.
Oh.
And I'm looking around. I look left. I look right. And then he saw me and came over.
Oh.
Hey man, how are you? Where you from? Like we started, we started talking. I said,
Yeah.
Spokane. He said, you go to Dick's Drive-In much? I said, yeah, man.
Did he really?
Down the road. Yeah, he
Yeah.
did. He knows it, and we talked about the show and
Here we go. I found it.
his
Found
other
it.
show with his. Yeah, there you go. I think I have a similar picture.
Yeah. Yeah. Really.
No, real good guy.
Really cool
guy. So, anyways, continue.
So
Rutledge, Hot Wheels.
him and I geeked out over the show a little bit. So when the show was being cast, one of the producers reached out, and mind you, if you're on Instagram and you did hashtag Hot Wheels, they probably reached out to you. But they reached out and said, hey, you're into Hot Wheels. Is this show something to be interested in? I'm like, hell yeah. Like that's up my alley, bro. Like, are you serious? I love Hot Wheels. And then they found out I was on Ninja, and they're like, hey, because you've been on Ninja within the last year, you can't be on this. And I was like, ugh, all right, next year, right? But anyway, so I was talking to him about that, and he's like, oh man, like I showed him some of my customs, and he's like, that would have been awesome to have you on, and he's a really nice guy. So, but the winner of the show, they had their car immortalized and made into a Hot Wheel, right? So we have this. I'm trying to find the picture here. Initially, I thought it looks like the Safari Porsche, but
It
it's
does look like the Safari. That's what I
yeah,
thought you.
it's a Skyline, and I had kind of a heck of a time trying to get some pictures of it because um, the bubble wrap is like form fitting, and so because it's form fitting, it's a touch thicker, but we got it. So let me see if I can get one where I can. Oh, wrong way. Bear with me.
There it is. So that's
There we
the
go.
actual car that was that one.
Yeah. Uh huh.
You said that's a Skyline?
Yes. Nissan Skyline.
It does look like a Porsche. Yeah.
Well, and it's funny because we had that Arsham Porsche that we reviewed a month ago. Looks very similar. Even with the lights
And
and
that
everything on
orange
top.
one, that RLC one that
Yeah, dude.
is that just came out, or
Great minds are thinking alike because I was literally just thinking about the orange one too as I walked in here. Here, let me do this. Let me see if I can pull this up. There we go.
there it is.
Right?
Just has bigger tires.
Yeah. I mean, it's close here. Where did you go? There we go. So um, there's a lot of components to this car that I like, and then there's some that are like, what's the word? I don't know. If it were me, I would have had a way better paint job than this. Now, mind you, if you look back to the show, like they kind of drew out the design and like what's nostalgic to them, what makes sense to them and stuff. So hey, I want a red car, like I get it. Why not like some kind of like crazy flake red or something like that, some two tone, especially because you have flames on it. Imagine from like a bright red, cherry red to like a deep maroon flames, or something like that. Like to me, instead of decals, decal flames, like let's throw some flames on it, but
Like, and maybe start from the front of the car, not
yeah,
just
yeah, this little
a
like
single flame like on the door.
right, that's what I'm saying. Like they could have
And actually, most flames don't start on the door; they start at the
yeah, and you can see
beginning.
there's like a wannabe, so it's almost like a dirt kick up flame, wing, you know. So, uh, but like the body work on the car, like I was saying, you can't. Initially I thought it was the Porsche when I first looked at it, but with it being it is the Skyline. So, but I really like it. I give it an 8. I give it an 8. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah, I'm probably right there with you. I mean, there's some cool things about it.
This is a better look from the side.
Off-road vehicles. I mean, I think they should be low and slow. But that being said, I do have a couple Kaidos that are like off-road
Yeah.
ish. They got the high tire and
Yeah.
whatever. But I guess they're all right for some things. It's not my personal choice, but
They got I don't know if
yeah,
you've
8. Yeah, eight's about right.
I might have to try to pull this car up for you. So they got the
Little
new
gas can, yeah, so that's kind of cool on the side there, like a
yeah.
pocket gas can.
They got the new Lamborghinis. Have you seen these new Lamborghinis that are off-road Lamborghinis?
No, and I don't know
Oh,
if I want to
nope.
because
I'm
a
gonna.
Lambo should be
I hear you, but
on the street.
it looks like a lot of fun. Give me a second.
Well,
I went to a car show and saw a couple.
you went to a car show and saw an off-road Lambo.
Yeah.
Was that like Diesel Dave or Whistling, whatever, doing a conversion, and then
No, is this one it?
you're not allowed to take a Lambo off-road.
I don't know if this was
That
considered.
doesn't look off-road to me. I mean, it is sits a little higher, but I don't think that's a.
No.
It doesn't look like an off-road.
I'll have to
Off-road.
go through. I'll have to go through. There's off-road Lamborghinis. It's a new one. I don't even know
It's a new thing.
what it's called, but
Is it
anyways,
like for like a rally course or something?
yeah. Anyways, anyways, good times.
The next time a Lambo does the Baja 1000 will be the first, but probably gonna happen.
Yeah. Do you hear that, bro?
Was that your? What was that? Was that your mail call?
That was my mail call. I didn't
'Cause I
even.
had a mail call.
Oh.
You skipped over my mail call. You didn't even do the intro.
Didn't even do the intro. We just kind of went right into
Come
it.
on,
My bad. My
jump
bad.
right
So
in.
here we go. What's your mail call? Does it have
This
to have
is-
to do with
So
some
I
keto?
did tease it.
Keto
I
houses?
did tease it from last week. I told you I was waiting for the yellow one to come in,
Oh.
and it came in.
Is that an NSX?
It is. It is the yellow NSX, and I'll show you side by side. But I can't lie, bro. I'm a little disappointed.
Really?
Well, look at this thing. It's tempo free. It's so plain.
Is it? It's hard to tell the color. Is it? It looks like a flat yellow, not like a lemon. You know, what I mean? Like a shiny lemon. It looks like a flat yellow, like a banana.
I mean, it could be, I guess.
I
I don't know. All I know is that I got it. So I got this through a Whatnot auction, and again, this one I had a chance to. I had a chance to get a chase.
Okay.
So you buy in, and mind you, these cars and all these cars pretty much go for. I mean, I got them
25?
pretty much at $20 to $25. I mean, so to buy one or to get into a break, and I'll just do a little close up here. Of the
So
red. You can
a
see
break
the red
is
in the
like
back.
a whole shipment of what, 12 or 24, and then one of them could be a chase.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
And it's probably 20. I would say 20 to 25 of them. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So you have a chance for if you get into a break, and then and what's fun is that they open them right at the
Live for you.
live. They open
Well,
them.
that-
So you could request, I guess, that they didn't, but so that's the anticipation as you stick around and you're like, who gets the chase, right? Who gets it?
Yeah.
And I never have the patience to like let them wait till it's my turn or random, like basically like it's like who wants to, who's next, and I'm always like
Do me.
open mind, so I can go, I don't know, feed the cats or something. So I had a chance to get a chase. I think mine was like the fourth or fifth one open, and I didn't. But, I mean, and then I actually did a post on Facebook on that I was a little disappointed. Actually, I did a post on the Kaido House Facebook, and I said how disappointed I was in the yellow one compared to the red one, and I mostly got like, bro, like, don't you know what you're paying for? Like, why did you buy it if you didn't like it? And it's not that I didn't like it. I like it. It's just compared to the red one and compared to most of the other Kaido House cars.
Put a Hot Wheels decal on it.
Oh my gosh, bro! I remember I caused ripples in the space continuum.
Oh my gosh. That'd be so funny.
Right. I mean, it's so plain, and they're like, "Well, I like it," and then they have like, there's a that guy that did this cage break. He also had the new Kaido House truck, a Silverado, but it was like a fluorescent green, like a lime green. I didn't buy that one because it seemed pretty plain to me. And I had to pick and choose. I'm not so much into the Silverados, although I do have a couple F3, more into the wagons,
Yeah.
and the wagons are where it started for me, and the wagons are probably where I'm going to focus mostly because I think those are the coolest, and I have lots of varieties of wagons, and
Yeah.
got another wagon coming, so stay
Nice.
tuned to next week. But yeah, so um, another well, and I got that one because I have one NSX, and I can't just have one NSX. I have to have another one. That's kind of a. I mean, now it seems like they're branching out more and more, and they're doing other cars, and they're getting other licenses, and so
Yeah. Did you see that Hot Wheels RX-7 that's coming up on Tuesday?
no,
That orange
haven't
one?
seen it yet.
Bruh.
Fire.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. You have to check it
Okay,
out. You have to check it out.
I will check it out. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, no. I mean, the people are chanting here. They're about to break down your door. We gotta jump into this here.
Oh my.
So what's in the bag? You teased it earlier. You got it at a garage sale, eh?
Couple garage sales. Yeah, I would say these are actually two different sales. Let me get there. We go. And there's nothing super special, but for $1, I mean, come on now.
All right.
Can you be mad at $1? And that one, we'll
So is
save
this
that
one of the
one. That's
ones you're
probably not
like, how about $2?
so yeah, I got both of these, and then I dropped the $2 bill on.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
Um,
the R2D2
yeah. The
drag bus.
C3PO.
Yeah. That's fire. Is the top metal or plastic?
Um, I want to say it's plastic all around.
Oh, plastic
But
on
that is
plastic?
well, gold plastic.
Fail.
That's the difference.
Mattel. I'm about to hit up Mr. Matt Gabe. Say,
You
hey,
can talk to him.
whoever he didn't do that one, I'm sure, because he would have done it in metal.
Does he have the power to demand?
Oh, he's got the power. I've got the power. He's got the power.
You got the power.
So-
So a couple little interesting.
Yeah, I mean, 25 cents a pop. We'll take that.
right. This is the other bag that was $1.
This one had the trucks in it.
This one has a truck. This one I'll save for a little bit later. But hey, I got me and my six-wheelers. Anytime I see some variation of that, it's gonna go right over here to the
The pipes on that.
the pile of six-wheelers.
The pipes on that one's interesting. Gets my mind thinking for customizing how it could look cool. Hold that green one up
Right.
again. It's like the pipes go back and then up. That's cool.
Yeah.
We can work.
Exactly. Ramp up.
We can work with that.
Yeah. And then look, I mean, what other six-wheeler has green and gold wheels? I mean, this might be the only one
Yeah.
in history. Yeah, this other stuff, and then so this is not a Hot Wheels casting, obviously, but it is a tow truck, and it is a tow, and I like tow trucks. This is a Maisto casting.
Shout out Maisto.
But look, I mean, this one, so it doesn't have the front wheels; they come off.
Yeah.
So that means that this one can instantly go into a customizing, because I got to replace that. But even those wheels, that set of wheels could be used for something. Look how razor thin, low profile.
I do like them. And you might be able to find some replacement rubbers or something down in LA.
Right. Something that would stretch over. And I mean, that's just a cool cool one altogether. A cool
Shout out Maisto. We see you.
Maestro. And then this one I got mostly. And what's funny about this one, I mean, this is just a little semi. This is a simple semi
Yeah.
with the tires. But I've got the same thing right here, just sitting there. So this one's gonna go like that.
don't
what I
don't
do
touch
now.
anything. It's
I don't
gonna
have
fall.
I mean, shout out Thunder Rollers. We got all kinds of good stuff. So, yeah, I mean, for $1, I think that people get worried. Like when I go to I hit the garage sale and then I go right to the toy section and look what their kids are done playing with and what I'm now interested in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
don't know
feel
if they worry or if they are just like, yeah, cool, bro. Thanks for buying something. Now move along.
Who knows? Could go either way, but one man's trash is another man's treasure, as it were.
Yes.
So.
Yes. Well. Yeah. So again, I got a bunch of that. We talked about the stuff that I got there, but yeah, I've got lots of stuff to customize, and so good times.
Nice. Well, I'd be remiss if I didn't give a quick plug here.
Let's get ready to rumble!
So again, we have our custom diecast competition that's going on right now. Hosted by the Weber brothers in alliance. What's the word I'm thinking of with Diecast Heroes? Partnership? I don't know. I can't think of the word.
Yeah, allegiance with.
We have an allegiance with Diecast Heroes
Yes.
magazine. But no, we that's July 1st is the timeline. This past week we had a handful come flowing in. I know a lot of people wait to the last minute. I know a lot of builders are building a car right now for it. So just remember you get it in by July 1st. I'll do end of day July 1st, end of day July 1st. And then
About another week, a little over a week.
July 14th, we're going live with our judges, our panel of master judges. We got Lee from Nuclear Minds Designs judging. We got Mr. Matt Gabe, Hot Wheels designer judging. We got Dwayne Vance, another Hot Wheels designer judging. We got Greg at JLS Customs judging, and then us Weber brothers, and then of course Tony and Carmen. So everyone's going to judge the cars, and we have a point system. It'll be all anonymous on who judged or who came up with what points until the very end. It'll be this custom based off of everyone was rated X out of 100, and there will be our winners. So super excited for that to come up. Stay tuned.
Did you say Matt Gabe?
Yeah.
The actual dinner.
Yes. One and the same.
See, I
One
put
and the
two
same.
and two together.
Hey. Yep.
The actual
The honoree.
honoree at this year's
And
convention.
you want to know something
Wow.
even better is that, Dwayne Vance was the honoree in Nationals, and then now we have Matt Gabe, the honoree in LA. Man, a star-studded panel of
the
judges.
connections that we have, you have.
No, we Weber Brothers, baby. So, again, shout out to the LA convention and all the hard work that Mark and Jennifer are doing for that, because that's where we've met a lot of these boys out there, and all these guys are amazing. They're super cool to work with and get to know. And when we reached out and said, hey, we're doing this competition, they're like, oh, that sounds amazing. We would love to be involved. So, anyways, packed house. So make sure you get your customs in for that. We got some sick prizes. Dremel came through with some prizes. Copper John's Beard Supply. You can get your logo made into stickers. We have Greenlight coming in clutch. Sterling Protectos. All over.
Sterling.
All over. Okay. You got anything else?
No, I mean, I guess that can wait till next week there.
Yeah, save it for when James is back. He must have got tied up. I know he had some of his boys in town. So, yeah, good show. Appreciate
Some of his boys.
Yeah, appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe, and tell your friends, family about the Weber brothers. And next week we'll get the third brother in here, and yeah, we got some good cars to go over next week too. So yeah, until next time, I'm DJ iWeb.
G-Funk Retro.
We'll catch y'all later.